Rangers should be coming in a minute.
They fire darts.
Alright, you guys are all here. We're going to turn it over to Greg Mitchell. He's the director of marketing on Power Rangers.
Welcome, everybody.
Thank you for coming. Collectors are a huge, important part of our fan base. We thank you for having interest. We thank you for coming. We want to give you guys a good sneak peek of what's going on for this year for Power Rangers, and also give you a sneak peek of what we're doing for the collector and legacy stuff that you guys all love. I'm going to start off with showing you our TV commercials and the sizzle for Super Megaforce. And then what we'll do is we'll kind of go through a little walkthrough of our Roleplay toys, our Megazord and Zord Builder toys,
As loud as you can.
Megazord and Zord Builder toys, as well as our great action figures. You're going to see something very common across the entire line this year, all about unlocking the power with the Ranger keys. I'll show you the sizzle first, get an idea of what we're doing for Super Megaforce, and we'll take it on after that. All right? Woo!
Morpher time! Over the past 20 years, the Power Rangers have become a pop culture phenomenon.
Let's do this!
And now, we are uniting with more fans than ever before. Broadcasting on Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, and in over 150 markets worldwide.
Heads up! Got your back!
Streaming to viewers across an unprecedented array of digital options. And reaching out with a powerhouse marketing campaign.
Let's finish this guy!
With super events and publicity, including a UK mall tour. And Comic-Con. Super promotion in the US and around the world. Super partners. Plus a super online presence with 1 million Facebook fans and almost 1 billion views worldwide. Led by our master toy licensee Bandai, we will have at retail the biggest variety of toys in our history. Power Rangers now has over 200 global licensees.
Victory charge!
The Power Rangers Super Megaforce is here. And the most iconic action brand of all time is about to explode. Super Megaforce. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. The key to unlocking the power of every Ranger from the past 20 years. And it's going to be legendary. In 2014, the Power Rangers Megaforce will become the Super Megaforce and discover the ability to morph into legendary Rangers. These incredible keys unlock all their legendary powers, battle gear, Zords, and new mighty Megazords. Get ready for the most supercharged season ever. The Power Rangers Super Megaforce, every Saturday on Nickelodeon.
Alright, so that's Super Megaforce. Big new, awesome news. Any fans of the Gokaiger Japanese original series, the Legendary Ranger War finally happens this year in Super Megaforce. So it's going to be really exciting. And part of that, of course, is that 20 years worth of Rangers all in one season. So you're going to have Mighty Morphin, you're going to have Zeo, you're going to have Time Force, you're going to have everybody all in this new season. And what's going to help through it, of course, is the legendary Ranger keys, which we're going to show you through our product walkthrough. First up, we're going to show you our TV commercials that just started airing today for our action figures, our Roleplay Morpher, as well as our Megazord. So first up, we'll take a look at our action figures. And the guys will show you those figures when we do our action figure walkthrough. Next up, we've got our legendary Morpher. You're going to see in this commercial how the Ranger keys truly allow kids and fans to morph into their favorite Rangers of all time.
Unlock the power of the deluxe legendary Morpher with the power to morph into any Power Ranger. Use any Ranger key to unlock the power and take on evil. Activate lights and sounds. There are 60 unique Ranger keys you can collect to unlock all the power and sounds of the deluxe legendary Morpher, Mighty Morphin, Megaforce, Super Megaforce, and more. Go Super Megaforce! Power Ranger Deluxe Legendary Morpher comes with 2 keys. Other keys sold separately. Ask your parents to download the free Power Ranger Scanner app to scan and morph into your favorite Power Ranger.
The app is available right now on both Android and iOS. You can actually download it while you're here in the showroom if you want. You can morph yourself into any Ranger that you scan a Ranger key for. So if I take a Super Megaforce red key, I scan him in the app, I take my own picture, it'll morph me into that Ranger, and then I can do a battle game on the smart device as that Ranger. It's really cool. And then finally, we have our Megazord TV spot for this spring.
Power Rangers Super Megaforce. Deluxe Legendary Megazord. When the threat of evil rises, you can protect the Earth. You can combine the 5 all-new Zord vehicles to build the Deluxe Legendary Megazord. Join forces with other Zords in the Zord Builder Collection and create even more epic combinations. Unlock the power with your Ranger key and open fire. Go Megaforce! Power Rangers Deluxe Legendary Megazord, part of the Zord Builder Collection. Other Zord vehicles sold separately.
Alright, so that's our TV commercials. They're starting as of today. They're going to run all the way through Easter, which is a great, almost second Christmas for the toy business. And Super Megaforce premiered on Nickelodeon this past Saturday, every Saturday at 12 noon. So catch all the Legendary Rangers every week as they make their appearances in the show, as well as brand new Super Megaforce. Give us 1 second. We're going to give you a product walkthrough of some of the key drivers in each category, and give you 1 second. Alright guys, my friend Andrew's going to take you here through the roleplay stuff. Then Paul is going to take you through the Megazord, so you can kind of scooch in more if you want. We can kind of get you a nice look at the product.
Alright.
Plenty of time for pictures before and after, don't worry. Anytime you have questions afterwards, we can hit Andrew's for you.
Thanks guys. My name's Andrew. So again, yeah, we'll just hit you with the highlights of the roleplay items here. Obviously, as you know, roleplay is huge for kids that live out their adventure as Power Rangers. And that starts with morphing into a Ranger, okay? So, you obviously can't morph into a Ranger without the power of your legendary Morpher. Talking louder, here we go. I'm gonna be really loud, obnoxiously loud. Alright, so yeah, this is the legendary Morpher. All you do, as you saw in the video, you take your Ranger key, there's over 60 of them. Each key is specific to that particular Ranger. Again, it spans over the 20-year history of Power Rangers. You take the key, if I can do it, twist it, and you morph into the Ranger of your choice. So again, whatever key you stick in here, that specific battle sound will be released. Okay, so there's your legendary Morpher. I'm just going to give you the highlights, but I just will say real quick, these are your Ranger masks. That's the easiest way to morph into a Ranger. Again, it comes in red, blue, or green Ranger. You just put it on. There you are. You have your Super Mega Saber here, your Super Mega Blaster. For the Silver Ranger, he has his trident spear and his own special edition Morpher. Again, everything you've seen here can be available in a training set for a good price. Comes with the mask and red, blue, or Silver Ranger, the saber, the blaster, and your own mini Morpher. So that's the training set. You can see these are deluxe hand gear items. If you plug your Ranger key in, it will shoot out flying discs safely up to 10 feet. So really you can enhance your roleplay experience with some battle. And to really enhance your experience, we'll hit you with these two guys. I can demo this a little bit. Alright, so this is your Super Mega Saber. Now again, on its own, it's got its own specific battle sounds and its LED lights, but if you hit this, you take your Ranger key, whichever one you'd like, plug it in, and it powers up with additional battle sounds and lights. Okay? Awesome, so that's your Super Mega Saber. And then finally we have the Super Mega Cannon. This guy's got great storage. He can store up to 4 Ranger keys. He's pump action. Okay, so when you use that, it fires out these flying discs up to 20 feet. And then if you plug your Ranger key in, it unleashes additional battle sounds. Alright, so this is a really popular item. And that, you know, those are the big role-play items for your Power Rangers. And Paul's going to talk to you about the Zords.
Hey everybody! What's up?
Hey! Oh!
Welcome to the Zord Builder items.
Yeah!
Now, we all know how we can connect and combine our Zord figures into these epic, show-accurate combinations, right? So, it breaks down into legendary Megazords. We also have Zord vehicles and we have Zord cycles, okay? As far as the legendary Megazord goes, he breaks down into 5 Zord vehicles and he can combine into the one epic Megazord. Also with the legendary Megazord, the Wild Force Red Lion acts as a base for the legendary Megazord. He can be his footing. Again, all these guys come with Ranger keys. Now in the fall, he's also spring by the way, in the fall we're going to have Q Rex and we're going to have Turbo Falcon, which is like the Indy car. Okay, again, these guys are coming in the fall. Legendary Megazord is spring 2014. The cycles also basically come with 4-inch figures and also Ranger keys. When the Ranger keys go into these guys, they can launch up to 10 feet, okay? And the front cowls can also detach and they can be combined with any of the other Megazord or Zord Builder items. Kids can come up with their imaginations. It's totally limitless on what they want to create and combine. It's entirely up to them. Same thing goes with the Deluxe Zord Armor Ranger with figure. This comes with a 4-inch figure and the figure can ride inside of the armor with the figure. Also, the armor detaches and the armor can be combined with any of the Zord Builder items. Now, I have to admit, the Armor Ranger does not come with a Ranger key. However, if you look really close, you'll notice the arm is a Ranger key. And that Ranger key can be used with any of the 2014 role-play items or any of these Zord Builder items. So the cool thing about the Armor Ranger is that the actual Ranger key is in disguise and it's part of the actual figure. It's pretty cool. Same thing with the Zord items with key. Here on display we have the Delta Zord Blade, the Delta Runner Zord, and the Ninja Zord. Also 4-inch figures can ride on top of any of these Zord Builder items. For example, the 4-inch figure can ride on top of the Runner Zord, and our Ninja Zord turns into a spinning ninja blade when he has his legendary Ranger keys inserted into him. Again, legendary Megazords, Zord cycles, and Zord figures. They can all be connected and combined to create combinations. The only limit is up to the kid's imagination. Okay?
Woo! Woo!
Dig it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Dig it. All right. Thank you guys both.
Let's hear more about the Ranger keys.
So I think by now you've seen the Ranger keys are a crucial part of the Super Megaforce line. They unlock the power of the toys. The Rangers themselves turn into legendary Rangers from 20 years worth of history. This is really big for us. As you're going to see, Ranger keys, there's a nice little totem pole kind of display to show you. There's over 60 different keys to collect. Every different key does something different with the Morpher and unlocks different powers in the toys. We're going to sell them as 3-packs, as you can see here. They're going to be merchandised with your action figure SKUs on pegs, and they're going to be themed to different years of Power Rangers. This one happens to be Mystic Force. So there will be Ranger keys from every season of Power Rangers represented for us at retail this year, both in spring and in fall. So they have great value on the TV show, they have great value in the toys, but there's also digital and promotional overlays for these Ranger keys as well. Take any Ranger key, get our Power Rangers scanner app on either Android or iOS, scan the Ranger key, then take your picture, you will morph into that Power Ranger. Whether it's green Mystic Force, red Mighty Morphin, gold Samurai, whatever key you do, the app will recognize it and will turn you into that Ranger. You can then play a really fun tap and slash, like Fruit Ninja type of app game that's really fun and easy for kids as that Ranger. Promotionally speaking, we have 2 promotions this year that are centered on the Ranger keys. For spring, I want you guys, when you get home on March 10th, log on to morphinmadness.com. It'll be in the press materials that our PR friends give to you. Morphinmadness.com in March through April is kind of like March Madness. Instead of basketball teams battling out for supremacy, it's going to be a full-on 80-plus Rangers tournament to determine the top 5 Rangers of all time. You guys are going to pick the top 5 favorite Rangers from every season of Power Rangers. We're going to give you some hard decisions to make. Mighty Morphin Green might be up against another favorite of yours. Mighty Morphin Red might be up against Super Megaforce Red. It's going to be tons of drama, a bracket-style system every week, boiling down to the final 5. You'll also, every time you vote, you'll be entered into a sweepstakes. If you win the sweepstakes, you will win a 24-karat gold-plated Legendary Morpher and a special exclusive edition Ranger key set made to represent the top 5 that you guys voted for. So really cool. March 10th, morphinmadness.com. And for fall, the Ranger keys will have an even bigger place in the promotion. Any Ranger key you buy, there's going to be a almost Willy Wonka golden ticket Ranger keys out there. Take the Ranger key that you bought, whether it's a Roleplay one, whether it's individual blister card SKU, take your Power Rangers scanner app, scan that Ranger key. On your screen, it'll tell you you could be an instant winner right then and there. Toys, t-shirts, backpacks, all kinds of Power Rangers swag. And again, another sweepstakes. You'll automatically be entered into a sweepstakes to win a walk-on role on a Power Rangers episode next season. So Ranger keys have promotional value, they've got great digital fun with your smart device, and of course they unlock the power of all the toys in Super Megaforce. With that, I'm going to kick it back to one of my guys here, talk about the action figure line. You're going to see great stuff from the action figure line too, about all the Legendary Rangers, as well as the great Super Megaforce guys.
Before we get there, I just want you guys to tell me what the key words are. What do the keys do?
Unlock the power!
Unlock the power!
One more time on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Unlock the power!
Woo! Can't leave here without knowing that.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the figures. Now, we have the 5-inch Action Hero. Okay, this is basically an evolution of our standard 4-inch Action Hero. Now, with the 4-inch Action Hero, we have standard articulation, simple articulation. It comes with 1 battle accessory, and this is a great price point, especially for kids who aren't familiar with Power Rangers to get used to the brand. However, the evolution of the 4-inch is the 5-inch, and this year, in the spirit of the Super Megaforce, both the Super Megaforce and all the Rangers from the past 20 years are going to have a general representation in this line. There are going to be a total of 37 figures in the 5-inch Action Hero line. As far as the details go, they have, I believe, 13 articulation points, and they come with 2 battle accessories each. Okay? And again, that's the 5-inch Hero line. 37 different figures, going back as early as Mighty Morphin. These guys are going to be tough to get, I'm telling you, all the way up to today. Again, 37 figures in the 5-inch line, all right? As we keep going, this is more of the battle play figures. Now this is the 6.5-inch feature figure. This guy is truly infused with the action from the show. Now the cool thing is that the kid holds it in the back, you take your thumb, and you go back and forth, and he has double battle action, okay? Great toy to play with. Now, the cool thing about this is that the red and the blue guy and the green are all spring 2014 And if you want to eventually get a close-up, the Silver Ranger will be available in the fall of this year, okay? The other cool thing about the 6.5-inch figure is that these guys are going to glow in the dark come the fall, okay? So imagine these guys going back and forth and having that whipping action glowing in the dark. It's going to be pretty cool for the guys, all right? Next, we have the Armor figure, the Armored Might figure, okay? He's a 7-inch scale, and he has 20 articulation points. And the really cool thing about the Armor Might figure, it comes with a plethora of battle gear and accessories. So if you're really into changing the look of your Ranger, this is the figure you want to have. You can create constant new different looks, changing up the figures and the accessories with the Armor Might figure, okay? Again, 7 inches in scale, 20 articulation points. Then we have the 10-inch FX figure. The cool thing about the FX figure, it comes with what they call a shock sensor, which means every time you pick up the toy and play with it, it's going to give you a different sound. The more you play with it, the more different types of sounds you're going to unlock. It encourages you to keep playing more and more with the toys. And if you play with this guy long enough, it's going to eventually activate the Super Megaforce theme song. But you got to keep playing with it for a while. But I'm telling you, it's there. Wow. All right? 10-inch FX figure. Now again, this little guy right here is basically the figure Megazord. He's a small, fun-sized version of the legendary Megazord that I showed you earlier. Has all the cool design detail, and it has a ton of articulation points. So if you don't want to take the big Megazord out, just take the figure Megazord. Much, much easier to play with. Okay, again, all the detail, all the articulation in just a simple, smaller size. That's the figure Megazord. And to round out the figures, we have the 12-inch basic figure. Essentially, the basic figure is just a 12-inch version of our basic action figure. So if you want size, simplicity, and a great price point, that's the figure to have, okay? It's a great combination marriage of simplicity and tall size that everyone really is attracted to and likes, okay? Apologize for everybody in the back. We're doing our best. So that's basically the figure segment. If you have any other questions, if I can't answer them, I'll have someone else help you. But again, we have legacy figures that I think you're really going to get a kick out of. Guys, if you want, I can demonstrate the scanner out for you as well. Right back. Now, in addition to these keys being able to work in the Roleplay and the Zone Builder items, there's also, if you notice, a special barcode on the inside legs of this scanner, this key. Okay. Now, just for a quick example, I have the rabbit loaded up. I'm going to hit Ranger Key mode. I'm going to hit Scan Ranger Key. Okay. So I'm going to take that key and I'm going to hold it in the back. The app just recognized the barcode. Now, in a few moments, it's in the process of morphing myself into this particular Ranger. Okay, now this can work with any of the 60 Ranger keys. They're all going to give you a different effect. It's unlocking the power as I speak, and there I am. And without further ado, I morph into that Ranger. Pretty cool. Now, as this Ranger, I can play a battle game as this guy. It's going to say, do I want to engage in a quick battle like that? I do. I can swipe, I can attack. Beat the bad guys. The quicker I do it, the more kudos I'm going to get in the game. Again, swiping, tapping. Tell me I did a good job. I can continue to do over integration. That's the one. Thank you for going out and buying it. I'm so excited. We want to anniversary that with a new version of it that's just dedicated to comics. It is green Ranger and white Ranger. It's got electronic sound, something that Force does. Again, die-cast metal, really great quality.
It's a part of the Bandai family. Still a tease, but we think the time might be right soon to show that first Megazord in that giant, huge, makes a Shogun look like a midget type of format.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, just keep your eyes and ears open. That one's going to be a special announcement for you guys.
And do you think you'll do more import Megazords?
We're going to do one every year.
One every year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure how we're leapfrogging the years. I believe this year we're going to have, I think, the Gosei Megazord as an import version. I believe next year we would have Legendary Megazord as the Nippon import edition.
Cool.
About the blow like for real, so all you do is put it like where your Trekkieb47 would be or whatever, your Bandai.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and you press the button, so you don't have to actually repeat yourself on it.
So just real quickly though, the females are going to be released too, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have them in the 5-inch line.
Yeah.
What we usually do with the 6.5-inch ones, like the commercial, we just keep it down to like 2 or 3 ranges. We don't even do like all the boy ranges in those, just because if we prefer, we're gonna be for they end up sitting on the shelf, which is not.